Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Um, Today is Monday, January 11th, 2021. Today we're going to be talking about translations and dilations with scale factor. So the last 2 or 3 days we've been talking about how dilations make things bigger or smaller, but scale factor tells us how much bigger or how much smaller. Our ICAM statement is I can identify and represent the relationship between ordered pairs or translation and dilation. So this slide here will be a reminder. It was kind of like the last slide, or it was one of the last slides of the yesterday's assignment or the last assignment. And so just real quick reminder, when a shape is dilated by a scale factor of 1/4, it is a what? And when a shape is dilated by a scale factor of 6, it is a what? So here, ideally, you would say that if the scale factor is 1/4, you would say this side here is a reduction. That means it's getting smaller because this number is less than 1. Okay, in class, I'll actually go through and type it out right here, that this number is less than 1. On this side, because it says the scale factor is 6, we would say this is an enlargement because it is greater than 1. So this one's getting bigger. There are going to be YouTube videos of Miss Boudreau teaching us how to do the lesson on the next 3 slides. Okay. Now, to do these slides, we are going to follow verbatimly what we see in succession. How did it change? So looking at this image, this blue one, to the green one, how did it change? Did it slide? Did it enlarge? Did it reduce? In this case, it enlarged. And how do I know? Because P is the old, P prime is the new. So we started here and went there. If we follow our rules right here, we'll see that it says draw a picture if you don't have one, and we have a picture here. And then 2 says draw an arrow from the original image to the transformation. So ideally, I would go insert arrow, okay? And you would do that by going a line. So insert line arrow, and then I could draw me a little arrow right there. So it's going from this old one to the new one, all right? And then how did it change? Well, it got bigger. So that means it was a dilation. So right here, I would type, how did it change? I'm actually just going to get rid of everything that it didn't do. So it enlarged. So this would be a dilation. And then I'm going to continue from there. Now, if you prefer, you'll see that there are little area you could type underneath. So in yellow, right here, you could just type enlarged. And then right here, you could type dilation. Now, right here, point P. What are the coordinates of point P? Well, point P is at 1, 3. So right here, I would type 1, 3. And then point P prime is at what? Starting from the origin, I'd go over to 3 and then up to 9. So point P prime is at 3, 9. And I do prefer that you put those within parentheses. We're going to do the same thing for points Q and Q prime. Q, starting from the origin, is at 3, 1, and Q prime is at 9, 3. 3, 1, and 9, 3. Now, looking at these points and how they transformed, what rule would go with them? I'm going to put my little circle around that. So would it be x plus 2 and y plus 2? Multiply x and y by 3? X plus 1 and y plus 3? or multiply x and y by 1/3. To figure that out, I need to look at how did I get from here to there, knowing that it was a dilation that got bigger. Well, if it's a dilation, that means it's multiplying. And if it's an enlargement, that means it's multiplying by a number greater than 1. Okay? So 1 times what will make 3? Well, 1 times 3. Does that work with our y value being 3? 3 times 3 makes 9. So we're multiplying the x and y by 3. Let's see which one of those represents that. Oh, the blue one. So algebraically, we would say we started with an x and y, and it became 3x. Oh, shouldn't be capital. 3x, 3y. Okay? That is how you do this assignment. You'll notice that there'll be dilations via a graph, and then you'll see that sometimes it's a word problem. So it says triangle JKL moved 5 units to the left and 3 units down. Point J was at 0, 0, and point K was at 3, 0. I'm going to make this a little smaller so it's easier to see. All right. So did it talk about anything about dilating or scale factor or multiplying? No. So this one is going to be a translation. Okay. So this would be a slide and translation. Beautiful. Now point J gives it to us is at 0, 0. Point J prime would be at what? Well, you have to figure that out. It moved 5 units to the left and 3 units down. Okay. Well, 5 units to the left, that would be on the negatives, okay, of our axes. Okay. See if I can, like we were looking at this one here, starting at the origin, going to the left is negatives. All right. So if I'm moving 5 units to the left, that would be 0 minus 5, which is -5, and then 3 units down. Once again, looking at this one just so that we have a quick graph, 3 units down would be -3. So -5, -3. Point K was at 3, 0. So K prime would be at 3 minus 5, which is -2. And then our our y would be 0 minus 3. Now I'm saying -3 because it's 3 units down. So with that being said, what represents that? That would be x minus 5 and y minus 3. Algebraically, x minus 5 shouldn't be capitalized in. X minus 5 and y minus 3. That is how you do this assignment, okay? Like I said earlier, you're going to see dilations and graphs. You're going to see translations in words, okay? You're going to see that, 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 that. Now, I could sit here and tell you what all of that was, but that's part of the assignment. The goal is that you would be able to look at A and then A prime and say, hey, that's obviously a boom. Okay. Look at this and say, how did I get from here to there? So that's a boom. I highly suggest that you follow our success criteria. Draw a picture, draw an arrow, ask yourself, how did it change? Which transformation is it? Pick 2 points and keep going. Okay. Ms. Boudreau made 3 awesome videos for you on slides 3, 4, and 5. You can access them by clicking on the green. Okay. Of course, if you're a student of mine, then you have myself and Ms. King. If you're with Mr. Vasquez, then you have Ms. Guerra and Mr. Vasquez. Of course, Miss St. Hilaire is probably coming into your classes, so she's there as well to help. It's a team effort, okay? Let's get it. Let's be successful together. Want y'all have yourself a great day. Be successful. We got your back. Translations and dilations with scale factor. I can identify and represent the relationship between ordered pairs for a translation and dilation. Take care, y'all. See you next time.